going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos lately. For those of you who don't know, yeah, I've been going through some personal things right now, and regarding my mom. She went through surgery, and there's a long story, but you know, that's basically one of the reasons why I haven't been able to do many things or to post content very often here on the channel. I promise I will be getting back this week, guys, on you know, on the setups, everything that I'm gonna be doing, posting every single day. Also, right here, I wanted to show you pretty much how the market's been moving this last couple of weeks. It's been showing a lot of indecision, right? Still showing a lot of indecision. Even though we do show this nice, really nice breakout of a structure, you know, this nice channel, even if we stretch it all the way to the top, is a nice channel, and nice a breakout to the upside right here on Nasdaq. Let's go on the daily. Let me try to clean some of this stuff. All right, just going on the bigger time frames, and just wanted to show you what we're seeing. All right, the market did drop. Like, look at this, huge. Like, it was pretty much red, pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So it was entirely red, completely to the downside for 7 weeks. Now, last week the market did push up pretty much in the last 2 days of the week, and Thursday and Friday the market started pushing up very strong and breaking that that channel right there, this breakout right here. It was really nice. But hold on, like, what does this mean? Does this mean that the market will now start correcting? Not necessarily. Okay, if we look in the past, right here on Nasdaq, right, this is the record high right here, 16,700, right? So what are you seeing right here at this point? The market was crashing down. It was huge, massive drop, then pull back. It was creating some type of reversal formation right here after the speed, after the price dropping very fast right here. The price started correcting, like pulling back, then going down, creating another low, then pulling back up, going down, creating another low. But you see, it was going down slowly, and then it gave us this nice push, right? This basically, it was a breakout of a wedge formation or a reversal flag, right? Was a nice breakout to the upside. Did this mean that the market was going to just continue, you know, pushing up and maybe creating new record highs? No, not necessarily. Things are still bad, guys. Like, by that I mean the everything that is going on with the inflation, the war in Ukraine, everything is still the same. The interest rates, everything is exactly the same, right? It's just the market tends to correct from time to time. It tends to correct a little bit, okay? Sometimes, I've been saying this a lot as well, depending on what's happening. Like, let's say for the last 2 weeks, the market, or maybe the news, there's nothing going on. They're not showing anything else regarding the war in Ukraine or the inflation. Let's say something else happened. Like, unfortunately, I have to say this, but unfortunately, you know, we had an accident, a tragedy that happened in the United States a few days back, with this massacre in a school in Texas, right? So that news actually, like, you can take this as an example. If you go on YouTube, if you simply go on YouTube and you go right here on the left, you go to explore and you go news, you would normally see a bunch of news what's currently happening right at this moment. Like, of course, now we have Ukraine thing showing going on again, but for a moment there wasn't anything like that. Last week I was not seeing anything about Ukraine. I was not seeing anything. It's because recently I believe Russia threw another attack, and unfortunately a lot of people died or something like that. I haven't been reading this or watching these videos very often, but This is about the massacre, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is about uh, the shootout that happened, at the school. But this is what pretty much happened in the last week, and it was nothing else. They were not talking about the war in Ukraine. They were not talking about the president or something or inflation. They were not talking about anything. So what does that mean? It means that these are tendencies. Like when the market is going down because of the news, the momentum, right? Everything that is going on at that moment, it will make, or it will cause the market to crash because that's the momentum. But if you see the news and you see what's happening, you see that on top of those old news regarding inflation and the war in Ukraine, you have another big news that all of a sudden is a new trending. So the old news become just old news. There's nothing new or getting worse. Everything was still the same. And that can be taken by the markets as positive. Like if there are no more news, or things are getting worse, are not getting worse based on the inflation and the war in Ukraine, everything something affecting the oil, for example, as well. Like everything, if everything is still the same, still bad, but still the same, there's nothing getting worse, this could mean actually a good news for the market, and the market could maybe, pushed up a little bit. So you can take that as positive. But does that mean that things are good because the market is pushing up just for what, 3-4 days? No, doesn't mean. It doesn't mean that things are getting good. No, it's just that I'm just explaining. It's just that momentum, right? So this is what's happening right now. The market is just correcting after this other crash, right? If you look at it on the long term, got a big push, pullback, big push. Now we could have a pullback. How big would this pullback be? We could be reaching this area, at least perhaps somewhere around this area or this psychological level, and the price could be showing some reaction in there before even continues dropping, right? So all those things are going on right now. And remember, our things that are moving the markets right now are the fundamentals. Right now, unfortunately, is based on fundamentals. I'm not a fundamental trader. I trade based on price action. I rather trade on price action than following fundamentals. So this was pretty much the one of the setups that we had today. It was forming a little wedge formation. This huge push right here, I was taking this as a little demand zone. The price did break. It did reach TP1, barely reached TP1, and then after that, it just continued dropping. It did reach that resistance area and struggled there to break above or to continue pushing up, and just went down after that, stopping on break even. So that's what happened with Nasdaq. S&P, I will show you now on US 30, but S&P, this is what it did as well. Oh, hold on. This is what happened on S&P. The price was also forming a little triangle here, a little demand on the left side right here. Nice rejection, but this is the New York Stock Exchange open at 9:30. It did pushed up a little bit, barely touched the previous high right here, which this will be considered as TP1. At this point, we should be, technically on break even. The price went down immediately, just come crashing down. That was pretty much the New York Stock Exchange opening, right? So still, do you see what is going on right now? The market is still showing signs of weakness. It's a lot of indecision right now going on right here. Doesn't want to go up, doesn't want to go down. Now today is the day that is actually, looks like it's breaking the psychological level. So let's see if it's going to start crashing down again, right? Or just maybe pulling back, maybe back to this level. Or, if you use the Fibonacci from this low to the high, you measure the entire push, maybe getting back to the golden zone before even starts pushing back up, or it will just continue dropping, right? Because it's June, right? It's the first day of the month, first of all, right? So we are it's half of the year already, right? Now, do you guys think, it's been already 6 months. Wow, it's unbelievable. It's been already from the moment the market started crashing on January 4th at the beginning of this year. It's been already 6 months, the market just dropping, just crashing down. So we have for this year only 6 months left, right, for the market to recover. Do you think the market will recover in the next 6 months, or is it going to be the entire year this bad? And maybe next year we'll be recovering. To be honest, I think that's going to be next year. I don't think we're going to have some type of correction this year at all. The war still continues. The Fed in the United States, they are talking about getting things better. They're going to do their best to fix the inflation, all that stuff, blah blah blah. But that takes a lot of time. That's normally, it's not that quick, you know. It takes time. So that, you know, I don't think we're going to have any type of correction, or market will be correcting anytime soon, right? If you remember, guys, if you remember my older strategy, I've been posting videos as well about the swing strategy, right here on US 30 on Nasdaq, and this is the swing trading, the swing trading strategy right here, right? I was using, if you remember, the 80 EMA and the 600 simple moving average, right? So the 80 is the blue, and the green line right here is the 600, right? So if you look in the past with this swing strategy, with this swing indicators, basically you see that the market will normally go from time to time, it goes a little bit below the 600 and then starts correcting back up. So it goes below a little bit, it doesn't go too much, and then corrects back up. It goes below, corrects back up. Sometimes even, like, you can even see that the price spends more time above the 600 than actually below. This was the crash with the coronavirus, right? This is huge. It was a huge crash because of the coronavirus, right? So every time the market goes below, you see it goes normally more time above, goes 53 days above the 600, then goes below. For how long it goes below? Goes below for maybe 8 days, maybe a week. Right here it was consolidate, a lot of consolidation right here, almost a month. It was just going up and down, not sure what was going on there, but something big had to happen for the market to be like that. But then started pushing back up again. It retested it. It was again a little bit below for how many days? Maybe another 10 days, 9 days or so. And then boom, you got a skyrocket, and the price was up for 135 days above. The price was very expensive right here. By the time coronavirus exploded, the price was very, very expensive. Coincidentally, coronavirus exploded and that thing just crashed, went down really, really hard. That spent how many days? About maybe all the way down here, about 56 days below the 600. Now, if we continue going up, you see that normally it spends more time above the 600. It went below a little bit right here, maybe just 3-4 days, and that's it. Then goes up again. How many days? So you see that every time the price corrects or it starts climbing back on top of the 600, you can even buy, you know, and hold this thing for very long time. How many days right here? 196 days up, then just 3 days below, or 4 days, right? Then again, from this thing to from the moment the market went down, 120 days up. So it went down again a little bit. So normally it goes like that. You see, normally a little bit, but look at what happened right here at this moment. Look at the crash. Look at this massive crash. It's twice or maybe triple the coronavirus drop already. Look at that. How many days we've been below already the 600? Just using this as an example. How many days? 145 days. Right? So it's basically 6 months, about 6 months already. So huge crash correction. So do you see the market even close to the 600? No, you don't, right? You don't see it. This was very close right here and rejected it and then actually went down after that. It didn't even try to break it above. Right? So we're very far away from the 600. Right? I would say, we still need a lot of time for this thing to start pushing. I would say we're going to maybe start, maybe consolidating or going into range or so. And in this line, I don't know, we'll start going down, and maybe something like this, and maybe this will happen, but that can take a long time to actually start doing that, for the market to start climbing back on top of that 600, which I highly doubt it. I really doubt that it's going to happen this year. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I don't know what you think, but yeah, this is a very, very long-term downtrend. Crash still continues. Things are still bad. So it is what it is, guys. We just have to wait for these type of things. The market, it's going to be very indecisive, very volatile, you know, so scalping looks like the best way right now, but sometimes the market is going to be so choppy that even scalping doesn't make sense, because it doesn't give you like a nice entry. It's very volatile. It's very crazy how it's doing. So I'll show you the US 30 sale that we currently have running at this point. Let me just hide these indicators. All right, so that trend breakout to the downside, and price dropping. This is reaching a very important zone. This is a 4-hour resistance and support. It's a key level, very important level right here. Let's see if we're gonna have some type of reaction in this zone, or is it gonna just break it. If it breaks that, most likely we're going to continue to the downside. But as I mentioned, it's just nothing. This is just a little correction. It's nice to see the price push, but will it be able to hold it for long or not? Use your Fibonacci, remember, from this low to this high, just to have an idea where the market could go, where the market could pull back, maybe back to the 32,000 psychological. And then maybe if it wants to continue pushing up, it will start doing that. But I don't know. Still doubt it. All right. So that's basically it, guys. I've been posting content on the VIP, but not actually on YouTube. I apologize for that. I've been very, very busy with some of the things regarding my mom. We'll keep you guys updated. If you are new, I will try to keep posting more content again this week, next week. You know, just keep it up with the channel. Apologize for that. I will try to post, you know, everything we do every single day, and showing you some tips on my trading, on how I trade. If you want to follow me also on Instagram, you can find the information below of my Instagram. And that's it. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe. Give it a big thumbs up if you find this content helpful. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.